This week on Business and Tea, we are honored to have Fitness Week. We will be showcasing some great fitness experts from across the country. So you bring your tea and relax with us as we talk about mind, body, and soul. And always remember, we are better when we win together. Hello, you guys. My name is Deja Downey, and I'm the founder of the Vision Group Marketing and Consulting. And today, I am so honored to be honoring you guys with Fitness Week. And with that being said, I have Mr. Djuan Means of By Any Means Fitness on my show, which I am super excited about because he's doing a lot of great things in our community and to make sure that fitness is a priority for everyone. So with that being said, Mr. Djuan, how are you today?
I'm doing very great and blessed. I appreciate you having me on your show today.
Well, thank you so much. I'm also very excited. I heard a lot of great things from a lot of great people, and I'm just like, yes, I gotta have this guy. I had to kind of do a little bounty hunt, but I was like, I'm gonna get him on the show for sure. Yeah. So with that being said, so you're doing good. That's good. So this show is about business and tea. So before we get started on the business part, what are you actually sipping on in your cup today?
Well, it's a little late in the evening, so I'm done with my coffee, but I'm actually doing water now. So just catching up on my water.
Water is such a good option, right? Especially with fitness.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we'll get into that too, about the H2.
That's right.
So right now I'm actually sipping out of a Brew Sip cup, which is actually a Black-owned coffee bar inside of Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you guys so much for actually giving me this cup. I'm so excited. Also with my Brew Sip shirt. Can't really see it too much, but just know that I'm repping Black-owned businesses to the day I die because we make the world go around, period. Right?
That's right.
Super excited. So right into the business. So how long have you been in the fitness world?
Oh man, I guess I'm a pioneer. Now I'm just playing. I've been in it for 15 years now. Yeah, been rocking real long. I thank God for it, man.
Got you. So what inspired you to actually be or to start or to, that was going to be your focus or your career?
Well, I mean, fitness has always been a passion of mine. I mean, believe it or not, I started lifting weights at 7 years old, which I probably was not supposed to do. But my mother's boyfriend at the time, he was always lifting weights, and I was just really inspired. I seen that he was strong and always trying to flex on me. So I fell in love with it real early. Being a former athlete, I mean, I always worked out. I was undecided in college for a long time, and then I just fell in love with exercise science. And once I got into studying it, I mean, I was like a fish in water. So I just been doing it for a while, and that's what introduced me into the fitness world.
Excellent. So you said exercise science. So let me get this straight. It's actually a science behind working out?
That's right. You just can't just be, just making up anything. There's a science behind what we do.
I could see that. That's why they say, don't sweat the technique.
That's right.
Yeah, such a thing.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh man, that's so crazy. I never really thought of that. That's kind of like when they say cheerleaders are athletes, and you're like,
yeah, and you kind of like, but no, yeah, like, I mean, seriously. So exercise science it's a degree. I graduated from University of Louisville, and we study the body and study the movement of the body and how it works. So. That's why it's a big passion to me. I studied it, certified in it, and I mean, I really love everything about the human body.
Got you. That's so amazing. So also with fitness also comes with your diet, correct? So
yes.
So what about the diet piece do you add to your routines for your guests or customers?
So my wife, she actually is part owner of our business, By Any Means Fitness, and she's our certified nutritionist, and she's my personal nutritionist as well.
Right.
I've studied nutrition too, but she just has a big passion for it, and that's the first thing we do with all of our personal training clients. We want to educate them on how to eat for results, right? Not just walk into the gym. So that's actually, I would always say 80%. Of getting your results is going to come from your nutrition.
I can see that. So you can't just go straight from working out to go get a cheeseburger and expect to be fit.
Nah, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, you gotta sacrifice and change your eating habits, traditional habits that we've been taught, especially in the Black community. A lot of these things are not healthy for us. So that's one of my passions, is to really educate the Black community on how to eat for a healthier lifestyle and to get the results you want in the gym.
Excellent. I think growing up, my mother was at best a herbalist. Like she knew a lot about herbs, and we would shop at Whole Foods even when I lived in Oldham County, and she was just always on top of things. And even with her diet, and then she had an exercise. So over time, she ended up having a stroke, unfortunately. And I think, and diabetes runs in our family. A lot of things that happen in the Black community, diabetes and high blood pressure and all those things. And I'm just like, I wonder if fitness was something that we added to our diet, would we all be in a better position overall? And I think the answer is definitely yes.
Yeah, 100%. And that's, like I said, one of my major focuses is to actually focus on the diet piece first. And then when you're in the gym, that's going to complement each other, and you're going to just be way better than you would be versus just going into the gym and then eating junk all day long. So you definitely have to learn how to eat.
So there would not be like is there a cheat day inside of your fitness plans, or is it just strictly?
Yeah, it's definitely a cheat day. I mean, you want to reward yourself. I mean, but I'm not gonna like push you to say, okay, go get whatever you want, several times a week. Like, no, like a cheat day actually should be a cheat meal. So no, it's not. There's not a cheat day. There is one meal that you should have out of that week. So,
right, I see what you're saying. So it's not a whole day. You just
we need to move that cheat day out of there. Right.
It's super funny, but I think about that too. I was like, man, I want people to really take the whole day to do that. That's definitely just derailed.
Yeah. The day is going to destroy your whole week, believe me. So let's make it one meal out of that day.
Gotcha. So when you're picking out a workout plan for somebody and the total overall package that you guys provide, do you go body types, or where they see themselves in a couple of months, or what they want to focus on, or like how do you kind of tailor each individual client?
Yeah, so I guess the way I do it is kind of different. I'm not really big like on the BMI scale, or like I want to figure out where it is that you want to do. So I'm always asking people, like, look at the mirror. Like, I'm not really worried about the scale, but you come in, we do your measurements, we'll get you on the scale, but I like taking pictures, and I say, okay, this is where you at. Let's think about where you want to be at, and then what it's going to take to get you there. So I pretty much write up a plan for them for 6 weeks, and because everything we do is in a six week time frame, and then we just kind of pick up along those lines and just trying to see if we're matching where they want to be at with their body. So it's all about what the mirror says, because I think that's the best judge. You get in the mirror, you look at your body, you say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. But again, I tell them, based on what you want, you got to look at the level of sacrifice too. Right. And the sacrifice is going to come again with changing those habits, because you can want to lose your stomach, but if you're just eating everything that you was eating before you met me, you're not going to lose that stomach. So yeah.
They said faith without works is dead, and that's
right. That's right.
For sure. So COVID-19 obviously posed a threat to you guys' business for sure, because of the in-foot traffic coming in versus what you can really do. So how did you guys actually how did that affect you, first of all, and how did you guys pivot from that world condition?
Yeah. So it actually was a blessing in disguise in some ways. I mean, of course, it was very shocking to change from big group boot camp classes where it's like from 20 to 30 people in a class at a time, moving and having fun. I couldn't do those. I saw it earlier. I remember the day, it was March 18th. I told my clients that we were no longer going to have boot camp, because I just, see people going from station to station. Somebody might wipe their nose or wipe their head and then go right to the next station. And I'm just sitting there like, man, if this virus is what they're saying, like, we got to switch this up, So I definitely counseled that, and we moved to virtual boot camp. So I moved all my boot campers online, and it was something that we wanted to do before, but COVID kind of forced us to make it happen, which I thought was cool, because a lot of my clients, when we did go into quarantine, they all jumped online with us, whether it was personal training clients or boot camp clients. I mean, me and my wife were just so busy trying to create this platform with Zoom and trying to figure out what music we can play in the background with Facebook. And so it was all kind of things we had to adapt to. So it was actually a blessing because now we have an online business that's actually doing really good that we didn't have before, and still have the gym component there. So we definitely adapted, and it is working for us.
So I guess what I'm thinking in the future is this whole experience is actually like a Back to the Future type of feel anyways, because I was waiting to be McFly years ago, and I was like, this is about 2020, we should be changing it up, like things should be a little different, we should be talking through
right.
Literally we're living Back to the Future, talking through the phones and everything. So we haven't mastered a little pizza that blew up to be the big pizza just yet, but I think it's coming soon. But that was like one of my movies when I was a kid, like Back to the Future. But I saw
it on that. It's so funny. I mean to cut you off. We actually watched that. Me and my daughter doing the quarantine. I'm pretty sure everybody watched every movie on Netflix during that time when we were locked in. And I said the same thing. I was like, we're not really caught up with where they say we should be, right? Because I believe it's in 2020 on one of the movies.
It is. That's why it's so funny.
Yeah, so, we're catching up.
We're getting close. We're definitely bringing it back.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm so excited for this because I have had a couple personal trainers, but my dedication level and sacrifice level, as you said before, just was not there. How do you help encourage people with a difficult work-life balance to still add fitness into their lifestyle? So I guess that's my question. Like, how do you accommodate those type of business professionals or busy moms or busy dads?
Yeah. So again, like when I first get done with a consultation with a client, I always have them write down their goals. Okay, we're gonna have short-term goals, long-term goals. One of the reasons I have them write those down, because when we come into these times where things get hard, because it is gonna get hard. I mean, I always tell them off top, it's gonna be a marathon. This is not gonna be a sprint. This is gonna be a lifestyle journey. So I try to prepare them mentally for what they're gonna do. And I always go back to their initial consultation and say, look, you wrote down that you want to lose 20 or 30 pounds by this time. Like, there's no reason to stop now. If you want this, you wanted it 6 weeks ago, what's wrong now? So just trying to remind them, like, hey, this is a long time thing. You're going to fall down, but we got to get back up. Let's just keep going. So, and you're not going to stop working. So we got to cancel that out. We're not going to quit our job. You got kids at home. You say you can't cook certain things because the kids have to eat this. Okay, you're not going to get rid of your kids. So like, these things are not going to move, right? So the only thing that can change is your mind and your habits. So I just really try to reinforce them to, be disciplined and be willing to sacrifice for what they want.
That's a really good answer. Like, I had a totally different answer picked out. That one wasn't it, but that was a good answer. So I would say this though. So in the gym, of course, when you're working out, this is kind of like our breakout questions where I'm gonna start these. So when you're in the gym, when you're working out and you're getting it, what is your workout? What's your absolute favorite workout song?
My favorite workout song. Well, let's see.
It can only be one. Only the one.
It can be one song?
You can't have a playlist. You can have a Spotify playlist, just the one.
You got me. Well, let me just say this. I'm a big E40 fan. Okay. So anything E40 is gonna get the job done. So let's just say that.
You can just sprinkling me in there working out.
Yeah, you can just sprinkle me, or you can do it in a major way, whatever it is. The job's gonna be done.
That's super hilarious. Okay. So with that being said, what is one word that best describes who you are as a person?
Discipline. Discipline is my word. And the reason I picked that, because I strive to be so disciplined. So even if that's my word, and then whenever I slip, I know what it takes to be disciplined. So it's always going to push me to keep doing more, because I'm focused on being disciplined.
Got you. And if there was somebody who was inspiring to be a fitness expert, such as yourself, what a piece of advice would you give somebody who's young that would like to do this as a career, just don't know where to start? Like, what type of piece of advice would you give that individual?
Be willing to listen. Be willing to learn. Don't think that you know everything, because in the fitness world, there's always, like we talked about before we even started, like people, you're trying to watch this person or watch that person, but you can only stay focused on your lane. But you also need mentors, and you need to study. Like, you never will know enough. The game's always changing. So you have to read, you have to be confident and competent about what you're doing, because your clients, you have to keep them safe, you have to keep them healthy, and you have to be able to provide what they're asking for. So yeah, be willing to listen and keep studying.
So good. You know, I tell people all the time, I said this in another actual episode, I said that the word boss does not resonate with my spirit.
Yeah.
Leader does. Leader resonates a lot more. Just because like I see myself as a leader, and then growing up, I was the second oldest of 5. So like leader is definitely the word that resonates. Boss is cool, you know, you feel a little bossy sometimes, but I think leadership has a greater responsibility, because the leader says, okay, I'm in charge, but while I'm in charge, I care about your well-being. I care about what you're doing, what you're drinking, what you're thinking, how you feeling. And those type of people change the game overall. Not saying bosses don't make an impact, but leaders definitely take it to a whole nother height, because they're thinking for a mass, right? They're thinking for a change.
No, I really like that. And I definitely totally agree with that, because when you take the word boss, say for instance, if somebody's working for you and you're saying I'm your boss, at that point, that makes them feel a little bit smaller.
Right.
You know, but if you say I'm leading, then you're joining them.
Right.
So that means, yeah, I'm leading you to this, but I'm with you.
Right.
You know, so boss kind of looks down on a person. So I totally agree.
Yes. I don't know. These couple of years have been very monumental to me, just constantly just learning myself. So I applaud you for that as well. So right now, I'm actually going to ask you for your lowdown. Give us how can we find you on social media, your email address, if you like to drop that. If anybody wants to contact you, how can they get in contact with you, and how long it takes for you to reply? Because I'm big on that part too. So if I'm interested and it takes you 3 days is your process time, that's fine. At least I know it's 3 days. You know, let it be 3. But if it's 24 hours and it's really 3 days, and we're like, I don't know if he cares about me, you know. So
yeah, I'm gonna get right back with you as quick as I can. But I do mind my time, so I'm really big on family. So being a personal trainer, being a business owner, people don't think you can just go home and just chill with your family. They're like, it's 9:30 and they still, hey man, what's up? Can you get me in? Like, dude, I'm at home with my family. So yeah. I do have a cutoff time, but 24 hours is a good time. I'm definitely going to get back with you. IG, By Any Means Fitness on IG. Facebook, Djuan Means. Facebook, By Any Means Fitness. My email is byanymeansfit@gmail. And then you can also reach my wife, Jordan Parker Means, on pretty much all those outlets as well.
Awesome. I love that it's actually a family dynamic there. And then you have your wife who's also, I'm gonna say this premature, I don't know for sure, but for sure she's your best friend, because y'all around each other all the time. I can only imagine the conversations of a powerful couple. So I definitely want to take this time to say thank you for that, and showing, that's another form of leadership you're showing the community, as well as being a team and not even on the field and off the field, if you will, right? So that's so exciting, and blessings to you guys, for real.
Thank you. I thank God for my wife. I thank God for everybody supports us. I mean, it's overwhelming sometimes to see where I came from to where I'm at now. So it's a blessing to be talking to you. So I thank you.
Thank you so much. I hurt my little heart. Super excited. So for that, guys, thank you guys. Thank you, Mr. Djuan, for being here with us. But as you guys know, I'm Deja Downey. You can find me anytime on Facebook at Deja Downey, on Instagram at TVG Media, on Facebook business page at TVG Marketing, and you can email me anytime at info@thevisiongroupmarketing.com. So with that being said, Mr. Djuan Means and By Any Means Fitness, thank you guys so much for anchoring this fitness week. And here at Igloo Heating and Air, we are committed to quality, professionalism, and the safety of your home. Our technicians are prepared to service your home with proper PPE coverings. Using products like TempStar, why would you choose anyone else? Be sure to like our Facebook page where you can find exclusive offers daily. And we are Igloo Heating and Air, where professionalism and cool meet.